welcome everybody to Tenacity Tuesdays. Today we're going to be talking about tips to have a successful and phenomenal 2023.
Yes, baby. We want to have a successful 2023. It is here. So we want it to be very, very successful. So on this episode, we're going to be going over a few of our tips. All right. I'm going to let you take number one.
She want me to take number one, y'all. Like, it's just very simple. Always continue to learn, no matter what you're doing. If you taking a bath, if you taking a shower, if you sitting on a toilet, I mean, just you driving in your car, like, always continue to learn, because you got to be a sponge, because there's always new information. Just like technology changes, knowledge changes too.
That's right. So I'm always, I feel like I have to continue to educate myself, especially since I'm a coach. Okay, and I really don't like to be called a coach. I would prefer to be called a mentor, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm out here coaching people, and I have to learn new things every single day. So Miss Tamika knows, even when I'm in the office, anytime I have some downtime, whenever I'm driving, I'm always trying to educate myself, you guys. So educate yourself, all right? So that's number one. Continue to learn. Always continuously learn. Number two is...
Oh, yeah, this is very good, y'all. Have a regular exercise routine. I don't care what it is, whether you wake up in the morning, exercise for about 15-20 minutes, at night when you get off of work and you get the kids down, some type of exercise routine, because it keeps your blood pumping and keeps your heart rate at a good rate. Always exercise. It's very good.
I fail at this. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not exercise every day. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. This is one of the things that I struggle with personally.
Yeah, and you, the only reason why you're struggling with this because you run two companies and you're always trying to learn. So you have about, I want to say, about 5 different jobs right now that you do. So it's very hard. But in the case, you guys, don't let that distract you from exercising. Just when you at home, you could be watching TV, you could be doing anything. Just take 15 minutes, walk
what
in
I
place.
Try to do, I like to go to the gym and get on the treadmill and look at something educational while I'm walking or jogging on a treadmill. Because that way I feel like I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. So the next thing that we have on the list is become a good listener. All right. So I struggled with this in the past. I was like one of those type of people that always cut somebody off when they're talking, because I want to get my point across. Right.
Good for that, y'all.
And still, I had to realize that you gotta become a good listener in order to really teach somebody anything. You have to be quiet and listen to what the other person is saying before you respond. Okay, understand what the other individual is talking about before you respond to them. So that's one of my things that I've had to work on in the past. I think that I became a lot better with it. What about you? You struggle with listening?
No. I wouldn't say I struggle with listening. I mean, I would have to agree with you on that. Definitely do not listen to respond, but listen to understand. Because a lot of people, they get defensive. So if you're not a defensive person, or if you are a defensive person, I just say just take a second. Because sometimes you might misinterpret the message that's trying to be delivered.
Right. So next we got on the list. What's next? Drink water.
Oh, yeah. Definitely drink some water.
That might sound like cliche, like, duh.
Yeah.
We all need water because we're human, but I don't think people really, really understand the importance of water and what it does for you, for your mind. I wasn't a good water drinker at one point, but what made me start paying more attention to my health was, well, for one, I ended up in the hospital. For two, I noticed that when I was in my office and trying to really grow my business, I would get tired really quick. I would not be motivated. I would get sluggish after I eat a meal. Of course, I'm eating hamburgers and with soda. If you eat a hamburger and drink a soda, you might feel a little sluggish. Or in the morning time, I used to like getting chicken and waffles, y'all. Chicken and waffles, and then I would get like a mimosa and wonder why I'm at work in the office all sluggish and sleepy. So So you got to drink water. You got to eat right. Start your day off with a great breakfast.
Yeah, that's the next one, guys. Eat better. Definitely try getting some vegetables and fruit. Fruit are a very good source of protein and vegetables. Don't try to get a whole bunch of greasy stuff. And also don't try to get something that's a downer, like alcohol. Even though it's got orange juice in it, doesn't mean that it's going to give you an upper. It's just, an alcoholic beverage. And then most alcoholic beverages, this definitely is a downer.
Right. So the next thing that we have on the list is sleep. Okay,
Please.
so I know my grinders out there, team no sleep. Y'all need to sleep. I used to be a member of the Team No Sleep Club too. Okay.
Yeah, trying to work all them hours because you got to work this job to pay for this and this and this.
Yes,
you can't do that.
But you don't realize that when you sleep, it's like you're
recharging yourself.
Yeah, you're recharging yourself. So you have to get you some sleep. I just told my son this because he works 7 days a week and he works at night. And when you get off in the morning, you have to sleep. He feels like, I'm okay. The sun's out now, so I might as well keep it going. No. Okay, he ended up in the hospital. Okay. You have to get some sleep, the proper sleep. I know that when you're not getting enough hours, at least 7 hours, a good 7-8 hours of sleep. If you're not sleeping enough, you might end up being cranky. That's what happened to me. I used to think that I only needed 4 or 5 hours of sleep. That was all bullshit. I need my sleep, okay? I know my body is not like everybody else's body. I know how much sleep I need in order to be productive the next day, okay?
Absolutely.
So get you some sleep, man.
Okay, and that leads us to our next one. Start waking up early, y'all. Like, who in the world likes to get up at 12 o'clock because they feel like, okay, I worked hard yesterday, so I'm able to sleep in a little bit, so I can sleep in to at least about 12 o'clock. That is wrong. You cannot be successful getting up at that time. That's like broke people time that you get up. Try to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, so that way you could get everything done at a good time.
Yeah, no later than 9 o'clock. Like make sure you're not sleeping past 9 o'clock. 5. If you're waking up, the earlier you can wake up, I can say the more productive you can get a lot of stuff done within those first couple of hours before everybody else gets up. Right. I do agree with that.
Have your schedule list for the whole entire week. So you got your daily schedule, what you got to do. Far as, okay, you have to go to the office. Okay, now you got to respond to emails. Now you got to respond to any complaints. You have to see what's important now. Far as your most important things that you have to take care of, you take care of that first. And then the things that require too much time, then you could go and take care of that next. Because if you have to pick up your kids from school like us, then you want to make sure that everything is done before you even get the kids from school. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't get everything accomplished before your kids get out of school, you might as well call it a wrap, because your whole day is completely gone. I don't know if anyone notices, but times go by really, really fast, and you don't have time to do anything. So that brings us to our next one.
I'm going to chime in on that one. I just want to say that I think that people should wake up anywhere between 5 to 9 o'clock, depending on your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because I understand everybody's lifestyle isn't like mine. Nobody has the same lifestyle. But those are hours. If you ever find yourself sleeping past 9 o'clock, that's a problem. In my eyes, I would say try to wake up a little bit more earlier. 5 is the best time, but don't sleep past 9 o'clock. Like, that's just like you got to get up. You got to get up. So wake up early. The next thing on the list is let go of your past. I mean, we have all had the sad life. Everybody had been through some shit. Everybody. I mean, molestation, rape, evictions, your lights getting cut off, jail. Everybody has been through it. Hard times, toxic relationships. Let go of your past. Stop bringing up all that past stuff and move forward. Forgive whoever hurt you. Don't forget, but forgive them. And you forgive them for you. You don't forgive them for them. Okay, you forgive them so that you're not still holding on to that hurt. Because I'm telling you, if you really, really, really want to be a successful entrepreneur, you cannot go into this thing with all that hatred in your heart.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to hold a grudge towards people, and you don't even understand how holding that grudge can stop your blessing.
It can hold you back.
It becomes a catalyst of negative energy, and people really don't understand. Like, just forgive people, because at the end of the day, if you forgive people and move on with your life and you become successful, that's the best karma for people, because now they see, okay, they tried to tear you down, but that didn't work. So just let go of your past, and whatever happened to you, just understand that it happened for a reason, and that reason was for you to become successful and for you to be focused. You gotta be focused on everything. Some things can like make or break you in a certain instance. I just know for me, just with my past, a lot of stuff happened, but I stopped looking at what happened and I started looking at why. And when I noticed that my life, I'm not just a normal individual, and I knew I was destined for greatness. If people always say, listen, I want to get to 1 million, I want to get to 2 million, do you understand that when you're asking, hey, I want this from God, and you're saying that this is where I want to go, you know, you're gonna have like a lot of stuff that you got to go through. So with that being said, you're gonna have to go through something. You're going to have to. You can't just have life being easy. So it's not going to be like that.
Right. So what's the next thing we got on the list? We're on a roll here, girl. Traveling. Okay, travel. Take some time out and go to another city. You know how many people we talk to that haven't even been outside of their city yet?
They haven't seen no new surroundings,
or
nothing.
The last time they've been outside of the city was when they were young, very young. Okay, so I highly encourage all of my inspiring entrepreneurs to go out and adventure, go to other cities, get in luxury environments, high-end hotels. Just invest in one. Okay, these are the things that I did to just change my mindset. You know, I mean, it really opened us up when we go to those luxury hotels. And I remember the first time I did valet service, right? We pulled up, valet, gave the guy my keys. You know, we paid like what, $1,300 for a hotel room, and it was nice room service. And you know, you have the view of the ocean, and just beautiful. So, listen, I know sometimes you might say, oh, well, I can't afford it. It's okay, but I think that you need to look into trying to afford it. Like, how can I be able to afford to take a trip one day? And it doesn't have to be to Cancun, okay? It doesn't have to be to Dubai. It can be like an hour away out the city, 2 hours out of the city to a nice resort, you know, getaway. But travel more, get out, get to meet more people, go to events, network a little bit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, y'all. So the next one is tap into your creativity. I know we got some creative people out here. Just think about things you don't know what to do. Go on the internet, Google it. Just tap into your creativity. If you like to edit videos, watch YouTube videos on how to edit, and see how you could get more creative, the little tweaks and things that you could do on your video. I know I like to draw, I like to write, so you got to just tap into that and see how it can merge into your field to enhance your creativity. Just do what you can do to just tap into your creativity.
The next thing we have on our list is limiting unnecessary expenses.
Ding, ding, ding.
We cannot stress this one enough, okay? Sometimes you got to sit down and write out all your bills. A lot of people are in the financial bind because they don't know what they're spending. And a lot of times you're spending more money than you're making. Okay? So you need to limit all of the expenses that you don't really need, that you can cut out, unnecessary stuff. When I did this whole trick, I noticed that my card was attached to a bunch of little accounts that I wasn't even using anymore. Netflix, I barely watch TV, but Netflix kept taking money out of my account. That was very unnecessary for a person that does not watch TV. Okay, I watch very little television. Okay, so little things like that can hinder you, because you do that about 20 times, and if you develop a habit of putting your card on all these subscriptions, oh man, you destined to fail. You're gonna be in some trouble. Take some time out when you get some downtime and go over your expenses and eliminate all of those unnecessary expenses.
Right, y'all. Another thing is start paying off your debt. And start building up some credit here. I can't even count how many people in our society who have bad credit. It's a lot of people who have bad credit, and you can make all the money in the world, but you can't get nothing because you got bad credit. So I need for people to take the time out to fix that bad credit, because you have no idea where you can go. Like, a lot of people can be way more advanced than where they're at if they just fix their credit and start to build. Go get these secure credit cards, put money on them. You swipe your card anyway for all this unnecessary stuff. So build your credit and have something to hold you accountable. So now you got to pay these credit cards back. Go ahead and build these cards and leverage the money. You will be surprised of what you can actually have access to if you learn how to leverage money by fixing your credit and building new credit.
Right. So that's a bar, you guys. That's a bar. All right, so next on the list we have invest. Do not be afraid to spend money. Making the right investments can take you a long way. Okay, so if you have to invest in a course, and make sure it's the right course, because there's a lot of flam stuff out here, okay? But invest in a coach, invest in marketing. Okay, so you have to do your due diligence when you are investing, but I do think that you will get a farther way if you make the right investment. You know what I'm saying? If you make the right investments, you'll go a lot more farther. I remember when I was scared to spend money. Have you ever been in those situations like that where you just scared to like you're holding on to $20?
What for? People say I'm holding on to this for a rainy day.
That's what I'm saying.
What if the rainy day don't never come? Like,
I mean, girl, so holding on to $100, holding on to your last $200, when I started to make money and I had a little bit of money to invest, I had to get out of that mind frame, because I was still stuck in, oh no, I got money now, so I'm going to hold it, right? But I didn't start to make more. I actually started to make more money when I started to make the right investments. Let me just say that.
Okay.
When I started to make the right investments, we started to make more money. All right. So I would do something like invest in a white label app and then market that. Whatever that app is, we'll make the investment and then we'll market it on our page. And now we have recurring revenue. That's an example of an investing, a smart investment. Of course, you got to have a following to do that, but you understand what I'm saying. Or I know some people out here, they're getting those machines, the vending machines.
Oh yeah, definitely good. The vending machines and the gumball.
Yeah, I hear that's a good little hustle right there.
Yeah, you would be surprised. You set it and forget it, and it just comes to you. You got to get a couple of them though. Just to see.
But when you learn how to, make an investment and set it and forget it and be able to get money, that's why I like being an affiliate.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Because it's like one of those things where if I like a product and I already use it and I have a following, I'm going to become an affiliate for them and promote it. Duh. Now you have an affiliate check coming every month that you don't even have to work for. You know what I mean? And versus me telling people about a product that I was going to tell them about anyway. If I wasn't an affiliate, I would still talk about the same product because I use it.
That's true.
So becoming an affiliate That's a good, that's, something good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for
and
another
right,
stream of income.
right.
Another stream of income.
You know what I think the problem is? I really think the problem is people are investing into the wrong things. And when I say the wrong things, I mean people going out here because they see the flashy life.
Right.
And they're invested into the wrong things. They're going out of here and get this Prada watch. But you look at your house. Like, what type of house do you got? You real flashy. You living this life that you can't even live because you can't really afford it. My thing is, stop buying the Gucci bag. Stop buying the Prada bag. Stop buying the shades.
I say it's nothing wrong with it if you can afford it.
But see,
if you can afford it,
there's
can
nothing,
buy whatever you want to buy.
I would agree. There's nothing wrong with buying it. But see, what we're talking about here is the investment. So that's not an investment, because if you can't, if you trying to hold on to that same $20,
I think it's argumentative. It could be an investment if a person is marketing that lifestyle.
I think it's very,
like, I know some influencers that wear the Gucci and all that stuff, but they're actually marketing that lifestyle. So that's how they make money, honey. So they gotta look like that to make money.
I like you said, it's very argumentative, because you have to be careful with that, because you have to watch who you watch and know you got to have the right mindset to watch certain people, to see that flashy life and know the meaning behind it. Because a lot of people, if their mindset isn't right and they look at somebody's flashy lifestyle, then they're going to become prone to live that flashy lifestyle and not understand, okay, now I have to work hard to get there. They're not going to understand the struggle or whatever that person had to go through to actually get there. And they're saying, hey, listen, I want you to become there too. All they're looking at is, well, I'm just going to get my flashy bag and I'm still going to be the same. It doesn't rock that way. You can't live that flashy life and you can't afford it, because it's not going to be even. So my thing is definitely invest into the right thing so you can not miss it. You want to be able to buy things at ease. How many people go into the store and look at the price tag? How many people go into the store and look at the price tag?
I used to be one of those people.
Oh, okay. So that's why I'm saying you have to definitely invest into the right things, because if you invest into a mentor, get that person that's going to tell you what you need to do and how to invest and do all the things that you need to understand, then you can go out there and buy the product, because now that's a return on your investment, and now you can flash it and be like, oh, I got this. You know what I mean? And you can do it too.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so next on the list we have start a business. I have to put that down there. Start a business. If you don't have a business, and we preach starting up a cleaning company, I would suggest, okay, it's a low startup, doesn't cost that much. There's tons of videos out there that you can watch to get started, okay, for free. All you need is your phone. We live in a day and an age where information is in the palm of our hands, so you can get the knowledge to start a business, but I highly suggest anybody that's trying to build generational wealth to start a business.
Okay, y'all, and I had to put this one down here. Build multiple streams of income.
Yes.
Like Miss Johnson was saying, go out here and get this vending machine. Create something. Create your YouTube channel. It's passive income. You might gotta work, but why not document your whole process of what you're going through?
Right.
You know what I mean?
We have a few streams of income. I have my YouTube channel. I'm an affiliate. I have my podcast.
You got the forms.
We have the forms. Yeah, we sell digital products, and then I got my cleaning company. So I've built streams of income. Oh, and I got my t-shirts that we sell too, y'all. And make sure y'all go pick up some of them t-shirts, Tenacity. Okay, so but I had to learn how to create different streams of income. When I first started my business, I was a single mother of 5 children, and me working them little rinky-dink jobs just was not going to get it. Okay, I had 3 jobs, and I'm telling you, I always tell the story. I was making $600 a week, working 3 part-time bullshit jobs.
That's bad.
Yeah, and then having to take care of all my kids. I was devastated, but that's the pain that I had to go through. It took me to go through that pain of working the whole day and still not being able to take care of my family. That's where I got pissed off.
I was getting ready to say that.
That's where it comes at. That's where it comes from. You know. So it took all of that for me to say, you know what? How can I leverage? How can I be able to take care of all of my family and still be able to have a life at the end of the day, still have time, still be able to travel, still be happy. You know what I mean? I was grouchy as hell back then, okay? I was upset with the world. Okay, but it wasn't nobody's fault but my own. So when you're in that rut, look in the mirror, honey. It's your fault. You create the lifestyle that you got. If you got a whack lifestyle, it's because you created it. Now, what are you gonna do to fix it? Okay, one of the things I had to do was create multiple streams of income. All right, next on the list is budget. So you got a budget, you guys. Shit. I had to budget to get to where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? I had to budget.
Put yourself on a $500 a week budget. If you have that to your expense, all I'm saying is document your expenses. Build a spreadsheet, knowing, okay, this is how much I can spend for the entire week, because what you don't want to do is overspend. And I know people say it all the time, and I know you've heard it before. I got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm tired of hearing that slogan. You should never have to rob Peter to pay Paul when it comes to budgeting. If anything, just say, okay, I already know this week I got to spend this amount of money for gas because I have to go here, here, and here. Yes, you might have things that may come up, but just give like a good guesstimate of how much your gas may be. And then how much food. Try to like make your food, maybe prep some lunches, or buy some fruit or oatmeal for breakfast. Like, try to budget as much as you can. Kind of just live below your means in this instance, to be able to, get to where you're trying to go. Because a lot of people that make the mistake of trying to live the life that they want, right now, and they can't because they can't afford it. Just don't try to do that. Try to live really below your means until you got everything, so that way you can invest. You know what I mean? Until you get to that point, now you can actually live that life that you want to live, and there is no budget because you're going to stop looking at the price tags.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie, I still struggle with budgeting. I'm not the best budgeter, so this is one thing that I'm going to have to work on for next year, is trying to crunch down on those numbers a little bit more. I know that it's a struggle when you grow as an entrepreneur and you start to make more money. Okay, so now that I'm making more money, if you didn't know how to manage money when you didn't have it,
when you get more,
it doesn't get no better, So I highly suggest that everybody budget. This is something that me personally, I need to work on. Okay, because I got a problem. My kids need stuff. I'm still like, here you go, and that's a problem, so I need the budget.
All right, so the next one, you guys, please be more productive with your time. Do not let your day go by and you have not learned something new.